Hey everyone, it's Ivan from kitbadger.com, out here for another gear review, and today, talking optic mounts. These right here, which are the Leap mounts by Scalarworks. If you're unfamiliar with Scalarworks, they're a pretty cool company out of Pennsylvania. Actually visited them a couple years ago, and they make optic mounts and iron sights. A while ago I reviewed actually their peak iron sights. Things are incredible, super lightweight, really clean. And today we're talking about their Leap optic mounts that they make for, honestly, pretty much every major footprint with respect to kind of red dots and reflex sights. As I mentioned, they make mounts for pretty much all your major red dots, like right here, the Aimpoint PRO. And then of course the quintessential Aimpoint T1, which actually a lot of other optics share the same footprint, such as this one by Primary Arms, as well as this one right here by Primary Arms. And then of course they also support some of your other reflex sights like the Trijicon SRO, and they also make mounts for the MRO. These mounts are pretty amazing on a couple fronts. On the one hand, they're incredibly lightweight and they're also really strong. When I was visiting there, got to check out basically kind of the shop and stuff, and they actually have this machine which measures force, I guess. And so there's basically this hard mounted section of like 1913 rail. They'll put a mount with an optic on there, and I think they actually move it in different positions, and this machine basically just starts pushing until something breaks ultimately. And they're able to measure how much force can be exerted on the mount before it actually gives way, and it's an incredible amount of force to where, yeah, if you, again, don't necessarily want to celebrate it, but coming through a doorway, smashing this on like a door jamb or something, it's not just going to like break off on you. I mean, it probably will if you get to a certain threshold of force, but no, it's actually an incredible amount of force that these will withstand, in part just structurally the way they're designed. As far as, yeah, the engineering side of it, I guess we'll say. And on top of that too, kind of to the end of design, I definitely appreciate their design. There's some things out there that people make in this industry and other industries, and it's like, man, that is a really good product. It works well. And it looks like crap because obviously a industrial designer probably never touched this. But I will say all their mounts are really clean looking as well. Another thing I really like about these is the fact that once your actual optic is on here, it is toolless. So this right here, you can undo, it's on there tight, and you simply just crank this till eventually it comes loose, and then you can put it back on there and start tightening it down again. And you don't need any tools. You pretty much just get it to where it's as tight as you can get it by hand. And there's actually a little detent in here, and it goes in between these little notches, and that is just keeping enough tension to keep this from loosening. Even under recoil, it still like will not come undone until you come back in here and break that thing loose. But the idea being, if you put this on here, you're able to put it on to basic. Your strength, your finger strength isn't necessarily going to change day to day. So when you put this thing on, if you take it off, you put it back on, and you essentially torque limit by virtue of your body back to whatever it was, and you're good to go. And that actually keeps a repeatable zero when you move these optics on and off as well. Having used a lot of different Leap mounts with different red dots on different host guns, been really pleased with them. Really lightweight, easy to take on and off, no tools, repeatable zero, pretty much checks all those boxes, and made here in the US, if that's something that's important to you. And depending on what you're looking to do, you can get them at different heights. So this one right here, I believe is their 193. Pretty much for all the different footprints, they offer different heights depending on what you're looking to do. And while you can find them different places, you get them directly through Scalarworks. You can actually get them bundled with optics if that's something you're looking for. But overall, really awesome, well-made optic mounts. And if you appreciate my content and want to support it, greatly appreciate it. Whether it's liking and sharing videos or supporting me directly through Patreon, that helps me go out, create more content for you. And if you have questions, happy to answer them. Probably not in the comments section, but over on Patreon, we have active Discord. Happy to answer all your questions over there. And as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.